You're listening to The Mark Cox Show. Follow the show on Facebook. Facebook.com/The Mark Cox Show.
So, as we set out this year to defeat the divisive forces that would take freedom away, I want to say those fighting words for everyone within the sound of my voice to hear and to heed, and especially for you, Mr. Gore. From my cold, dead hands.
What he meant to say was especially for you, Mr. Arps. From my cold, dead hands, Charlton Heston.
You know, that sends a shiver up your spine.
I'm playing that, and Arps says, I think I hear Moses.
Moses!
It's Moses! That's just one of the greatest lines of all time.
Doesn't that kind of send a shiver down your spine?
It does. It was pretty awesome. I'm telling you what. I loved that.
My cold, dead
From my
hands.
cold, dead hands. Anyway, I just wanted to play that just as a reminder of how people feel about the Second Amendment. And you know what? You know what I am? I am a law-abiding gun owner.
Yes.
I have a number of guns, did you know? Including a dreaded AR-15. And I have a hunting rifle that I hunt deer with. I know people are going to be shocked by this. I've got a couple of shotguns, one of which is an old single-shot 16 gauge that my dad grew up squirrel hunting with, and I've got a more modern semi-automatic shotgun.
What would you say to people who said that you can use those weapons for self-defense? Why do you need a AR-15?
Against who?
An intruder.
What
a
intruder?
Bear,
what intruder? What intruder? See, you shouldn't be able to tell me what kind of weapon I can own as long as it's not a weapon of war.
Because you can go out on that balcony and shoot off 2 shots on that shotgun, and
That's
then the
right.
intruder's going to run away.
That's all we need.
Said, Jill, if there's ever a problem, just walk out on the balcony here, or walk out, put that double-barrel shotgun, and fire 2 blasts outside the house.
Of course, then, Jill, you're out of ammunition. And you can't do anything to the intruder because you've emptied both barrels.
Everybody knows it.
I'm just telling you. Let me get to my friend Adam Paul here on line 5. Adam, how are you?
Good. How are you guys?
I'm great, my friend. What's going on?
Well, not much. You actually took the words right out of my mouth. There's an estimated 300 million guns and 320 million Americans. So there's almost 1 gun per American. The gun bell has already been rung, and you can't unring that bell. No matter which side of the fence you're on, all you'd be doing by banning weapons entirely is expanding the gun trade black market.
Sure.
Which obviously you can't regulate. And I don't care which side of the issue you're on, someone's got to have enough common sense to know that you can get a gun some way or somehow if you talk to the right people, whether it be a fully automatic or a semi-automatic. At the end of the day, like you said, the ship's already sailed. There's 300 million guns. All it'll do is create a additional gun trade in the black market, and it'll never fly.
Yeah, I would agree. Hey, Mayor, thanks for calling.
Thanks, Paul.
All right, Mayor Adam Paul from Baldwin calling in there. From Ellisville. Why did I say Baldwin? So what I was going to say is you remember that the Japanese at one point during World War II considered attacking the United States, continental United States, and one of the Japanese admirals said, we can never do that because in America there's a gun behind every blade of grass. Mm-hmm. So they understood that, and this is not an internal problem. The problem is not law-abiding citizens who have guns. The problem is insane people. That's the problem. We still don't know what the motivation was for this guy in Las Vegas, and yet people want to jump to this conclusion. Charles, how are you, my friend?
Hey, I'm doing good. And, I got a couple things for you. Number one is I'm not against getting rid of all the guns, but the way it's always described by the right is either take all the guns away or you can't anything that anybody brought up to you, you gave them you had an answer why they couldn't do it.
That's
and
my job.
All I'm saying is you'll never be able to improve the system if you claim there's no answer. Like I said, I'm not against taking the guns away, but are you telling me and telling everybody else that between taking all the guns away and where we are now, there's nothing in between?
Well, but what do you? I guess my question is.
I'm going to admit that I don't have an answer.
I don't. But I don't.
I'm not. But let me give you a little history lesson. 40 years ago, in St. Louis, if you wanted to own a pistol, you had to get 2 letters of reference from a business owner to even apply for a pistol. Now, somewhere between that 40 years ago and today, and I know what it is, the NRA, when I was a Boy Scout, I took gun safety with the NRA. It was like a pro fishing outfit where they taught safety. Now it's a political arm of the Republican Party.
No, it's not.
That they've given money to, and they lobby, and the gun lobby, and they want to sell guns. This is what this is all about. It ain't so much about the Second Amendment as much as selling as many guns as they can sell.
I don't think that's true, Charles. I don't buy that at all. Well, thank you. I know that I am. That's why that's why you need to listen to me.
Okay, I'm going to listen. What is there? Anything
you claim that 40 years ago you had to go get 2 letters of recommendation to buy a pistol in the city of St. Louis.
Yes.
Do you think all of the criminals in St. Louis went through that process? No, because you were a law-abiding citizen.
I'm just saying that as how it was, and now when you say, anybody should be able to, the Republicans have got a lot of traction out of bringing the Second Amendment up as the NRA, scaring people in this country. That's all of a sudden they were to take your guns away, and now everybody's got to go out and buy a gun.
Charles,
those are. I bet there's more people agree with what I just said than don't.
No, I don't know if I would agree with that or not. I can't talk over it.
Charles
Go ahead.
needs to realize there's a lot of conservative Democrats and a lot of Democrats that are NRA members and strong
sure
gun
they are.
supporters.
Sure
NRA is not a strictly Republican organization.
The Second Amendment guarantees the First Amendment, and that's the point. Is that even 40 years ago, when Charles had to go get 2 letters of recommendation, there were criminals who still had guns. And that situation hasn't changed today. To go buy a gun, I have to go through a criminal background check. To get a concealed carry license, I have to go through 8 hours of training and then go down to the St. Louis County Police Department where they run a background check on me before I can carry a firearm, although I know the law's changed now, and technically you can carry one without a permit. But I still don't see how that prevents... If you tighten that law somehow, prevents what happened in Las Vegas. We still don't know how the guy got the guns, and there are still 50-plus people dead, and he could have driven a truck into that and blown it up and killed maybe more people. I mean, you can't blame the inanimate object. I have a safe full of guns, and not a single one of them has ever, that I'm aware of, jumped out of there and shot somebody.
And we see what's happened over in Europe. The people go crazy and stab people. You don't need a gun, or they just use a vehicle.
Yeah.
But what is the ultimate solution? I don't think we're going to solve that.
I don't think that there's a solution except a lot of prayer. I honestly believe that. This country got away from that a long time ago. I don't know what motivated this guy. I think they're going to find out that there maybe some. I read an article today that he had sent some money to the Philippines sometime back for some reason. I mean, who knows what he was involved in?
I think this is all, to me personally, it's social media, and people can get their 15 minutes of fame, and somebody insignificant like that thinks they never will, and they feel this is the only way I can do it is to do a massacre.
What a shame. Chris, prayers to your dad.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We will hope for the best, and we'll see. Let me know how he's doing, please.
Thank you, Mark.
We'll be back and get to more of your phone calls.